Testing, 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 testing. Okay, I might have to shut it down. Let me see. I might have to shut it down, then come back in. Let's see. Hey, y'all, let me get a 1 in the chat if it's working. Drop the ones. Okay, we got 1-1. Does that mean y'all can hear me right now? Let me see. I'm gonna get a couple more. Okay, we good. Okay. My bad, y'all. It's been a long week, man. Very long week. Shout out to everybody. The intro was all messed up, man. What's good, future millionaires? Y'all know we back with another one. I shouted out everybody in the beginning. Appreciate y'all all pulling up. I didn't see until we got down to about right here that the audio wasn't working. But it looks like I just had to leave the studio and jump back in for some reason, and then it just started working. I'm not sure what that was about. But, man, shout out to all y'all for pulling up, man. The entire DD Nation, man. Salute to y'all. I got to say it again. Shout out to my high rollers. Shout out to the ShibArmy. Shout out to the VoteArmy. And just shout out to the entire YouTube family, man. Share the stream. Let everybody know we are live. We had a rough start, but, we got it together, man. Better late than never. So we got some Shiba Inu updates we're just going to cover. We're going to be talking about overall market, and then we'll also be talking about some Vegas Inu tokens. So y'all know we got the F1 formula racing going on right now here in Vegas. So yeah, we got some things that we want to do with the project. So hopefully y'all stay tuned until about maybe the middle portion of this video, and we'll get into that one. So this one won't be too long. I won't take up too much of y'all time. I actually have been away for a second because just keeping it real, I lost a very close friend to me, so I had to take a moment to just kind of process everything, kind of go through that grieving period, just kind of get my head together. But just being honest, that's kind of why I haven't been so present. So hopefully y'all understand, and everybody's still rocking with me. But we about to get back to it like we never left, man. So shout out to everybody that's been holding it down from the community, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all just don't even understand, especially during a time like this, man, because I'm not used to this, to be honest. This was, just being honest, my first time kind of losing somebody. It's like that close of a friend, that's looked at as like family, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, that was new for me. So, I just had to take a little bit of time, man. So hopefully, we all good. I seen some Jeets bounced on us, but that's all good as well, because all that did was, create a lower, buying opportunity, a cheaper price for those that are really, long-term in this. So salute to everybody. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. Shout out to all y'all, man. Appreciate it. I didn't want to make it too much of a big deal, because I didn't want to, scare anybody or make anybody feel unconfident about the project or anything like that. But just keeping it real, y'all, that's what happened. So we got some updates going on over here with Shiba Inu. Just wanted to cover all the top stories from today. Look at the overall market prices, give y'all my opinion on that. And also, if y'all got some top stories y'all want to talk about, because, I haven't been able to keep a close eye on everything over the last, week. So if it's anything y'all want to talk about, make sure y'all drop it in the chat as well. So we got last post. We're just gonna work from newest to oldest post, y'all. So Lucy posting saying KuCoin, Windbone, and shibarium. So, obviously the Sheeb team would love to see more adoption, more acceptance from these bigger exchanges when it comes to Bone token, because that's the one that was specifically created by the Sheeb development team. Ryoshi was created by, Shiba Inu was created by Ryoshi, and Bone, Leash, the rest of the ecosystem is created by the Sheeb dev team. So, to see Bone make it to one of those top, exchanges like that would be really cool, and the team is, also looking forward to that. So, also shibarium being integrated by some of these bigger exchanges would be beneficial for the entire Sheeb ecosystem, because once more exchanges start to onboard shibarium, that will encourage more development, and more activity on the shibarium chain, which will increase the amount of burns that we see. So, looking forward to that. Then Lucy dropped a little meme video here, one day versus now. This is actually dope. Who knows? Maybe one day, somebody from the Sheeb community might create their own car line, branded after the Shiba Inu. That would be crazy, y'all. Then we got a post from Satoshi 7 hours ago, responding to Balaji saying, if you're in AI, pivot to decentralization. And Satoshi responded to that and said, Captain Obvious. So I'm looking to see now, what is the community saying about this? So let's see. Decentralized AI is like a symphony of minds working together, where each note contributes to the melody of innovation. No single conductor, just a harmonious collaboration. Okay. So that's from Lucy. Then Dijark says, Shibarium, the home of decentralized AI. Ringoshi says, if you're in decentralization, pivot to Web3. Then E says, hello, Shy, it's the cow community. I got to check up on Cal. I haven't seen how Cal been performing. I'm still holding a nice bag of Cal. Special says, LFG, bullish AI, LOL. Okay, so just pretty much some shilling going on, nothing too major. Okay, let's see what Got Truth said. Sheeb is dead, trash, done, no burns, nothing is promised. Now we all move on. So he's shilling something else right there. Obviously, y'all know when some people, get fed up, they start to fuzz. You just got to understand what you hold, so that way it doesn't affect you, emotionally when you start to see things like that. But I like to see, the worst of what people have to say about Sheeb, because it lets us know the mindset that, some others may be in. And sometimes, people can have, rightful things, that they're speaking about. So, it might be something that we can learn and, look to improve on. So I'm always looking forward to seeing both sides, people that are pro Sheeb, people that, don't like Sheeb for whatever reason, because then we can learn why don't they like Sheeb, and, if it's something that we can improve. If not, cool. But Grok, pivot to Grok, best of both worlds. Let me know, have y'all been following this Grok one, man? Let me know in the chat. I want to do a deep dive into this one. Let me know, have y'all been checking it out? So also, while we got majority people from the shibArmy here right now, we do have a scheduled burn taking place. So for those that are unhappy because a burn isn't taking place, us here at the Vegas Inu token community, we are paying our respects to Shiba Inu. Without the Shib, most of us wouldn't be here to this point, so we're going to be doing a scheduled burn. So if you want to support that burn, if you want the burn to be larger, then come support us, show us some support. Not telling you to buy, sell, whole burn, transfer, just telling you come show some support, even if it's from the sidelines, and you just spreading the word about us, or just sharing content about us. All that helps. And we could potentially be doing one scheduled burn, or potentially figure out a way to continuously have a Shiba Inu burn taking place. But Mr. Imran says, when Moon, Bruce says, Captain, Lily says, is there any connection between robots and decentralization? Let's see. Bad idea. That's why I strongly believe, Cal, to see how community and true decentralization look like and how it grows over time. That sounds like they talking about Vegas Inu token, man, like the high rollers. Cal is here to stay. Let's see. Satoshi replied, you make changes on Shibarium and take fees like 0.002% on an amount of each transaction. not the number of transactions. It will make a big difference. Users, they will be happy because at the end, Shiba price up, Shiba big scam and disappointment. So obviously Tartar or Tartar is upset. Some people, this is another thing y'all gotta remember happens. People buy into projects, and if it doesn't do what they wanted to do by their expected timeline, or before they get to the point of, some people might put in more than they're willing to lose, or they might put in money that they shouldn't put in, and if it doesn't pan out, or 100x, 10x, 20x before whatever time frame that they have to take it back out, they can be disappointed with that project. You should not, if you're not prepared to go the distance with a project, you should understand that from the beginning. Don't just jump in a project and because in 2 weeks or 2 months it didn't hit your price target, you're saying you're disappointed in it. And granted, Shiba Inu has been around longer than that, but at the same time, you got to remember the overall market is was technically in bear conditions for over 2 years. So what can we expect Shiba Inu to do when a lot of liquidity is leaving the markets? But you got to know that strong communities, strong projects, strong development is going to shine in the next bull run. That's how it always pans out, y'all. So salute. Jonathan L says, where can you buy Vegas Inu? You can buy Vegas Inu from vechain.com. You'll need BNB in order to purchase it. If you don't know how to get BNB, you can use changenow.io. Man, shout out to everybody showing love in the stream. So that's where you can buy Vegas Inu token. And then Ryan says, what's next for Vegas Inu token, y'all? So we got some billboards coming on the way, man. So we'll be hitting some billboards here in Las Vegas, also in New York. Now, things were everything is still fine. Everything is still going smoothly. But like I told you, we had the little situation. I had to just, take a moment for that. But everything is back on schedule. So, we can expect to be getting updated on that this, upcoming week. So, just stay patient. Understand this is not a rushed thing right here. We're, slowly building, making sure we solidify ourselves, build up a solid foundation as we move into the bull market. Those with patience usually are rewarded. So all I gotta say, y'all, what other projects do you know building a solid community like you see over here at Vegas Inu token? Not too many, man. So and also a few other things also being worked on that can't be mentioned just yet, but some exciting things on our timeline. So just stay tuned, man. But Tillery says, sorry for your love loss at Jack. Say Karen prayers for the fam, man. Salute to everybody, man. XRP Michael 20 says just joined. What do you think? I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. Shout out to DV in the building, man. One of the high rollers, one of the high roller legends in the building, man. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Says, oh, we got the website now. Yeah, been dealing with personal issues, so haven't been keeping track. Very happy, man. Shout out to DV, man. Yes, the website is out now. Vegas Inu token, and this is only V0 of the website, y'all. We got the website ready to be, there's an update, or we're gonna call it the V1 coming soon, y'all. So stay tuned, man. We got a lot of positive, catalysts and good information about Vegas Inu token coming, y'all. Okay, y'all. So let's see what else we got. Honestly, I thought we would see more FUD coming from the comment section under Satoshi's last post, but it doesn't look like it though. But Lucy says, brace yourselves for the upcoming edition of the Shib magazine at news.shib.io. Wondering who's in the spotlight next. I can't wait. And then let's see what are people saying about that. So I guess everyone can't comment on this. Nice animation. Who cares about the Shib magazine? Been holding for 2 years, finally sold my position. This thing is dead. How can you sell right before the bull run? That is crazy. It's crazy how some people just don't understand what they're doing. But this is the thing, though. A lot of people have to, make those, go through those learning lessons to understand, what they're doing, what they could have did, or what they could have learned from, just being impatient. Remember, Warren Buffett told us these markets are a device to transfer money from the hands of the impatient to the patient. Those that are jumping from project to project, even if they're taking some, money from one project, what they're likely to do is give it all back by jumping from each and every project. The best thing to do is find you a few solid projects that you can, feel confident about, that you can feel strongly about when it's time, when the price pulls back, so that way you can accumulate more. You got to be able to dollar cost average. That's how you really hit the home runs, y'all. Just being honest. Not saying risk anything more than you're willing to lose, but I'm letting you know those that continue to take advantage of the red, not chasing when it's green, because the green will come. The green is going to come, but you won't really see the full benefit from it unless you are buying in the red, y'all. Connect the dots. So, let's see. I guess I'm so excited about the weekly release of the magazine. I love it. It's so well written as well. Makes my weeks even brighter. Thank you, team. I like that one because I'm a fan of the magazine. Also, I think that was a very, very unique and it's been done before. Everybody has a magazine, but to see it for crypto meme coin is super dope. Something that can be NFT'd. I like the fact that they're giving out the first 1,000, 3,000 covers to people, because let's say there's some type of historical thing that takes place with Shiba Inu or new all-time high price. That issue might become a collector's issue, and people with the NFT covers can, now not only hold a piece of sheep history, but also, potentially, make a profit from it in the future. So I think that's super dope right there. Also, I think it gives a platform or an avenue for more exciting things about sheep. You see, now that the magazine is out, the team is focused more on community efforts and things that they could put inside of the magazine. And I think that's super, super positive for the ecosystem, because, we want to have media. We want to have people talking about things. We want to have, things that are pushed out, things that have people excited. Also, there's some things that might go under the radar. So having a magazine where we know hottest sheep topics or issues will be, spoken about in. I think that's pretty cool, y'all. So let's see, like that. So this is based. So we got a question here from Jose Prono. He says, my question stay open at Lucy Shitoshi. I am building a gaming project, but I don't find any information about shibarium mint cost. So let's see. Okay, so Lucy says, so this is based on a single mint transaction cost times 1 million mint at the same price equals total bone used. So single mint transaction cost times 1 million mint at the same price. This far-fetched, so many factors. Are they minting in singles, 10s, 20s, 30s, etc.? It will play a factor. It's all guesswork, so these are not facts. So answered by Neuro Fan. Okay, yeah, that's not really too clear to me. But you can see, though, from this that people are looking to start developing. We're starting to see people ask those correct questions in order to bring value to shibarium. And that's very important when it comes to adoption, because what did they tell us? There will be no burns besides what we'll be doing over at Vegas Inu token. We will be doing a burn at Vegas Inu token for Shiba Inu. So connect the dots, come join the fam. All the links in the description section of this video. But Satoshi told us, without utility, without usage, without adoption, without transactions taking place on shibarium, that there would be no burn, y'all. So you got to keep that in mind. Either we got to encourage more people to want to start building on top of shibarium, so that way we can get that next utility or the next thing that people are excited about to really start, for people to start really wanting to use shibarium. Because imagine if the next, the newest OpenSea or the newest pancakeswap or whatever that is created on top of shibarium. that can naturally attract more people through use case or utility. And through that utility and those transactions that have come from it is how we're going to get those burns. So that's what they're truly stressing. Also, we can, do community-led efforts where we try to, get together to work and burn Shiba Inu as well. But for the most part, if y'all looking for the burns coming from the team, that's the way it's going to have to happen. So we got to encourage these people who we see building. If you got ideas that you think you want to bring to the shibArmy chain, and bring it. Ask the right questions. Leverage AI. Use ChatGPT to figure out what questions you can ask and how you can guide yourself. To certain points where you can get certain questions that you can ask, someone else to help you get to the next step. Start to see how you can provide value in the SHIB ecosystem, whether it's an idea, a utility, anything. But it all adds up. So let's see. Phoenix says, which tokens would you like to see listed on Phoenix? And Lucy says, Bone and Leash Go, shibArmy. Shiba Inu faces key level retest. Can it amplify SHIB price? Let's see what they're talking about. So we're going to zoom in here. So Shiba Inu's resilience to volatile market conditions has put the K9 token on the watch list of top traders. While the popular dog-themed cryptocurrency has been around for just over 2 years, several traders have already measured Shiba Inu's potential as a long-term investment. On top of that, Shiba Inu has seen a major breakthrough in utility, with the shibArmy Layer 2 network approaching 4 million transactions less than half a year since its launch. While the blockchain endured a massive plunge in developer activity, the recent adoption of shibArmy by boxing legend Manny Pacquiao's charity foundation has turned the tables for shibArmy use cases in the real world. So if you haven't heard already, boxing legend, one of my favorite, Manny Pacquiao, has a charity foundation where he does things in the Philippines, Uganda, building, giving out medical supplies, giving out, clothes, book bags, food, all types of resources to the communities. He has now launched, basically, he already had his foundation, the Manny Pacquiao Foundation, but he now launched the arm of it, leveraging shibArmy's technology. So now the Manny Pacquiao Foundation is a validator on shibArmy, and also using shibArmy technology to see, how they can, help with the mission that they're trying to accomplish. So I think that was really cool. Shout out to whoever made that partnership go down. I think it was unique and also a good way to open up the door and show other athletes, celebrities, people of influence, ways that shibArmy can be of value to them. Shiba Inu has been doing some real good, y'all, in the world. If you keep an eye on it, like think about it, when that Indian COVID relief fund donation went out from Vitalik, that was $1 billion in Shiba Inu that was sent over there. So Shiba Inu has, really shooken up the world in some in a charitable aspect. I think that $1 billion donation was probably like one of the largest donations in history, if not by anyone, definitely by a cryptocurrency for sure. So Shiba Inu is really opening up the doors. Is becoming one of those, how there's something like, there could be a specific game that gets people into gaming, or there could be a specific, just anything that gets someone further into it. That's what Shiba Inu is becoming for crypto. People are starting to learn about Shiba Inu. People are starting to incorporate Shiba Inu into things outside of cryptocurrency. And it's kind of becoming like, a gateway or entry way into crypto. And that's really what we want to see taking place here when it comes to Shiba Inu. Because right now, when you ask most people what is crypto, they think about Bitcoin, but we would love to see Shiba Inu make it to that level where, because think about it, only like 5% of the world is invested into cryptocurrency. So that's a small number of people compared to, the overall amount of people. So we want people to see, or, think of crypto and see Shiba Inu, or when they see Shiba Inu, they know right away it's related to cryptocurrency. That would be a really important feat on this road to mass adoption. So let's see. So here's a screenshot from X, Twitter, From the official Sheeb page saying, Wolf scaling to new heights, shibArmy just entered the top 5 most active networks on Now Nodes, and we're just getting warmed up. So this is from Now Nodes, the node provider for the shibArmy. It says it's always a good time to scale. As shibArmy enters the top 5 most active networks at our platform, we increase the capacities for shibArmy RPC node utilizations. This is a necessary step to welcome more requests and calls, plus integrate partners with bigger volume. Now, this is above, most of our, care and, what we focus on when it comes to crypto. But it's very important to see that, shibArmy is a newcomer on the block and basically is ringing up there with the top 5 when it comes to what are people using. I'm pretty sure in the near future, shibArmy will be number 1. As like I like to say, they build the highways and the railroads to shibArmy. More and more people will start to access it, and that's when we're going to really see the true power of shibArmy, y'all. Do not sleep on shibArmy. Yes, it was a little bumpy getting started off. Yes, it's not perfect right now. We don't see all the best things in the world coming from it, but you got to remember, it's still fairly new. Like someone said in one of their comments, shibArmy is barely 2 months old, or 3 months at the most. So you got to give it time, y'all. Just give it time. Also understand that the bull market is ahead of us. And when it comes to layer 2 scaling solutions, especially for meme coins, who do you think has the top one? Who do you think is going to get a lot of that attention when things start to heat back up, y'all? You want to already be, confidently secured in your position before this next bull run happens, because y'all, it's going to take your positions. It's going to take, the balance that you have, and it's going to be very volatile. My expectation is that we're going to see it shoot up very, very quickly. Some people are going to try to scramble and, get more, which you might. Whenever the next time Shiba Inu breaks out to new all-time high prices, of course, it's going to play out over a period of time. But I think when it really reaches that new all-time high, it might play out over like a 2 to 3 day period. It's not going to be an overall super slow, gradual thing. We're going to see it shoot up. We might see it retrace a little bit. We're going to see it shoot up even higher. Might see a little bit more retracement and see it shoot up even further, y'all. Shiba Inu, once it starts moving, it moves quick. You will not get a chance to go back and say, I think it's about to go right now. Let me go load up. You want to be prepared now, y'all. Bull run is going to be crazy. And if you've been in, they say it usually takes 2 cycles to get rich. 2 cycles to make your first million. If you already been in your first cycle and this is your second cycle, you really want to be paying attention, because you don't want to have to repeat a whole nother cycle. For those that just came in on their first cycle, that's fine. You got to learn some things. Some people will get lucky, but some people won't listen to everything. They won't feel, confident doing the wise things they should be doing as an investor. So, you got to just go through your cycle so that way you can learn. But opportunity for SHIB price acceleration. Last week, crypto chart analyst Captain Fibik pointed to the bottom out Shiba Inu price movement, which is typically an indication of a price trend reversal. In a tweet, Captain Fibik explained that Shiba Inu is en route to doubling its market value on one condition. In a technical analysis provided, the confluent resistance rests at that 50839, which could invoke a 200% price surge by mid-December 23. For this scenario to occur, Shiba Inu's price has to withhold the aforementioned barrier for the major trend line to reach its full potential. So in technical terms, this is called a retest, meaning, it went to that area before it wasn't able to, break through, or it found support right there and it's going to retest that same area. So Captain Fiblik mentioned that the last time she had picked up on its bullish trend was back in August 23. During that time, Shiba released the highly anticipated layer 2 scaling upgrade to the public. Shiba Inu's price erased a zero, but the ultra bullish trend lasted just 5 days as she added back the zero after a lengthy market correction. So here's his post here. Says Shiba has broken out a major trend line and is currently undergoing a retest. If the retest is successful, we might witness a bullish rally up 2x by mid-December. So what we're looking at right here is we see a high point, and basically measuring it down the direction of the chart. And this is what's called a trend line. What it's doing is it's showing us the trend that the price is following in. So it went up high here and, start to find resistance around this area and falling in a downtrend right here. But what we've seen take place is we found support in this area here, got some support here and some support here as well. So when the price is falling down, it finds support in this range, resistance here, find some support in this range, resistance here, find support in this range, resistance here. And notice that the resistance is moving along a trend line. And now as we found support here and began to break out, we broke outside of this trend line. Whenever you see a trend line or a resistance line being violated, that's a bullish, signal that the price is likely to move to the upside, because once it breaks through, what it has to do is retest, and fall on that previous resistance, that trend line that it was stuck behind. Now it has to break through it and test it this way. And if it can hold here, it's likely to bounce and continue to keep going. So he also said SHIB is already bottomed out and major trend line breakout confirmed. 2x bullish rally incoming. So he's basically saying every time the price moved down here, people tried to dump it. The community stepped in, bought it up. People run out of tokens. They can't push the price down forever. So once that's over with, we've seen it happen here. 1, 2, 3. Triple bottom can sometimes be looked at as a bullish reversal signal. And, that's why he's saying it bottomed out, like meaning they tried to dump it or sell it down as much as they could. And, they start to sellers get weaker and weaker. They have less tokens to be able to sell. And eventually the price rebounds and it breaks out of that trend line. And that can be a bullish indicator for technical traders, those that are waiting to go long. They can put their, those buy orders in or those long orders right here. So, it's a really good position to be in right now. Also, with all the good news that we got coming up right now, Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin halving on the horizon. It's a good time to be in crypto right now, y'all, to say the least. So on the flip side, Shibarium's official gas feed token, Bone ShibaSwap, plummeted to yearly lows today. At press time, Bone trades at 61 cents with a 5% decline in the last 24 hours, according to CoinGecko. So why this matters, SHIB has been one of the most watched altcoins throughout the year, contributing to retail adoption via real-life use cases of Shibarium L2. So cool to see, people being bullish on Shiba Inu. I've been telling y'all for a while. I know it took longer than we, would like, but guess what? All that does is give those that are truly bullish on cryptocurrency more opportunity to get those bags right. The more right you get your bags, when the pull, it's inevitable. It's not saying that it'll happen right away. That's under my eye. But it will happen eventually. And once it does happen, you're going to be happy that you did. Those who are making short-term sacrifices now for their future selves, your future self will be thanking you, man. That's what it's about. But let's take a look at the overall market real quick. $1.39 trillion market cap. We got Bitcoin at $36,533. We got Ethereum at $19.55, BNB at $2.44, XRP at 60 cents. We got Solana at $57.93. We got Cardano at 37 cents, Doge at 7 cents, Tron at 10 cents. We got Coin at 235, AVAX at 2104, Matic at 83 cents. Then we got Link at 1397, Dot at 527. Let's see, Litecoin 69.68, Shiba Inu at 50845, and then so 19th place by market cap for SHIB, just under a $5 billion market cap at $4.97 billion, down 3%. And remember, y'all, if you are paying attention to the videos, you expected this pullback. I told y'all the fear and greed index was sitting at a 77. When we see it all the way up that high, we know that some people are going to begin to take profits. Why? Because when the market is greedy, that's when it's time to be fearful. When the market is fearful, it's when it's time to be greedy. Smart money, people that are, short-term people, they're going to take some, either some profits off the table or they're going to close out positions because they're seeing that the market is getting too optimistic. And they feel when the market is too optimistic that something bad is coming. So, and it's just the same thing the opposite way. When people are too, sad or people are too fearful in the market, then people start to speculate that something good is coming. It's just basically the person or the one side trying to be ahead of the other side. That's the only thing it is, y'all. So, you want to pay attention to different indications that can tell you things like fear and greed index. The market is optimistic, but once they become too optimistic, then, some traders, short-term speculators will begin to close out positions. So we expected that. 1.39 trillion. I'm still happy that it's holding above 1.37, 1.36. Even if it went all the way down to 1.33, it would still be better than where we were just a couple of weeks ago. Some people just don't like that back and forth, the impulse correction. That volatility does a lot to people emotionally. And guess what? The market makers know it. This is why they do it. They want to shake you around. They want to pull your chain. They want to get you uneasy. So that way you get nervous. That way you close out positions. That way you don't, get that opportunity to make a lot of money. Y'all just, to be real with y'all. So we got bone at 62 cents right now. Let's see. We got Caspa 14 cents, up 6% right now. Bad Idea AI 703585 down 4% in the last 24 hours. Leash at 302 down 1.3%. Y'all, I really want to stress to y'all how important it is to dive on red price. When you see red price, if it's something that you are truly bullish on, something that you strongly believe in, you should be diving on the price, y'all. Truly look at it like that. Those little sacrifices you make on Starbucks is going to pay off big time. Now, it's not financial advice. Don't hold me liable for this or anything like that, but I'm just trying to tell you. I know, and for y'all that been in the game a while, this isn't for y'all. This is for the newcomers, because you got to remember, just because you've been in for a while don't mean everyone that's tuning into this has been around the block a few times like you have. So for the ones that, is new to this, I know from emotional or psychological level, it can be scary sometimes. It can be hard sometimes to buy it when you see the price going down. But let me tell you, that's the cheat code. It takes people a while to get over that fear of buying the dip. But once people finally realize how important it is to buy the dip, how important it is to dollar cost average, they take advantage of that. That's usually something that you have to go through the markets a full cycle or two to fully understand. If you want to, a shorter learning curve, you want to cut the time it will take you, to get to some of your financial goals in these markets or educational knowledge goals, then you gotta start buying the dip. You might not be able to understand it right now. You might not be able to see it. You might feel like every time you buy the dip, the price pulls back lower. But guess what? You're dollar cost averaging. You're accumulating more over a period of time. And when the price breaks out and it goes above that, you're going to be very happy that you did. And those of y'all that do it harder than some, y'all are just going to be more happier, because guess what? The bigger your bag is, the more in front of the line you are. If people are going to be making a lot of money, the people with the biggest bags are going to see the most money first. So if you want to be one of the first people to see the most money, then you have to have a good bag. Some people, I like to have multiple bags. That way I can take advantage of short-term, mid-term, long-term, price action. That's just the way to do it. Now, it's several ways you can go about it, but that's just my personal preference. And remember, I can't tell you to buy, sell, hold, burn, transfer. I can just tell you what I like to do, what works for me, and then, teach you some of the other things that I learned, and then let you put together your own strategy based on, what's best for you. So, yeah, y'all, bull market is ahead of us. I hope y'all ready to really make some serious money. I hope y'all are really taking this serious. I hope y'all are really educating yourselves. Don't just look at it from a financial standpoint. Education, knowledge in this space is worth, gold as well, because the more knowledgeable you are, the less mistakes you'll make. The less mistakes you'll make, the more money you'll save. The more money you'll keep, the more money you'll make. So, you want to, really educate yourself. Think about it. Some people spend hours, learning how to play video games. Some people spend hours on whatever hobbies you have. This should be one of your hobbies that you're spending hours on, learning how to invest, to be better informed, learning some technical analysis, learning some fundamental analysis, learning some of the histories. So that way you can start to put this idea together of, how you can move towards the future. I recommended everybody that's watching me to like, let me know. Let me get a, let me see. I want to think of like 3 levels. So I want to go with serious level as the most serious. Okay, so we're gonna go not serious, not so serious. And by not so serious, I don't mean you're not serious at all, but like this is something more of just play for you. This is something more of not an investment. It's just something you're having fun with. So let me get a tally or a poll just by you commenting. Are you not so serious when it comes to crypto investing, kind of serious, or very serious? What level are you at out of those 3 levels? Very serious, kind of serious, not so serious. Be honest as well, because this will truly help us understand as all, as one, that everybody isn't in it for the same reasons or at the same levels. Okay, I'm gonna pull these ones up. Keep it real though. DV says very serious. Love Vibe says very serious. Shady says I'm deadly serious. For me, it's do or die. Essence says very serious. B Will says it's tapping time in here. I'm very serious. Roxy's World says very serious. VE says very, very serious. Flamingo says I'm serious because I don't play about my money. I like that. But I was hoping we would see a few of them, just honestly, I was hoping we would see a few that would say, that would show that there's not everybody, all the way serious about this. But for the ones that are very, very serious about this, y'all, you want to, I'm not telling you to listen to me. I'm not telling you to do what I'm telling you or do what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, take it into account. Those that go crazy on the dips are the ones that are rewarded. I know it can be hard. It can be hard, but those that go crazy on the dips are rewarded. And if you don't believe me, you're wondering where am I getting this from? Go get the books. Please go get the books. If you're one of these people who commented very serious, you should have read at least, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You can do whatever's best for you, but I just strongly encourage you to read at least 10 books on investing. How can you say, you're very, very serious? And I'm not saying you can't say it, but if you're saying you're very serious, then now let's take the right footsteps as someone who's very serious about this. So, we should be knocking down at least 10 books on investing. I don't care what part it's about. It's just about investing. So that way you have a better understanding. So that way, when I'm saying some of these things, it clicks a little easier, it clicks a little smoother, and you can see clearly what I'm saying. And also you could take from what you learned here, what you learned in other places, and also what you learned from the books, because the books are very important because it gives you that textbook understanding. It breaks down some of these concepts, to a further level, and it gives you just more sustenance, more substance moving forward of your understanding of investing. So please, if you are very serious about it and you've put in over, $1,000 into investing before, you should at least have 10 books on investing and knock them down. Knock them down. Money is not the only reward. Knowledge is a reward too, because the more you learn about it, the more you're going to make from it. Trust me. Not financial advice, but just trust me. Get it done. I know you got life, all these different things that are pulling us in different directions, but get it done. It's going to be worth it. If you're at one level, you keep hitting roadblocks and you don't understand why you're not understanding these different concepts or why you're not seeing the success you want to see, go knock those 10 books down. And I'm telling you, after those 10 books, you're going to be, your mindset is going to be so much different. You're going to understand things to a whole nother degree where you're moving through the space a lot differently and you're able to recognize opportunities that you couldn't recognize before. Just trust me on that. If you're very serious, just trust me on that. All I'm telling you, I get nothing out of you going to read 10 books, so just, and this is for the ones that, it might be, might need that little extra push. Some of y'all will hear me say it and be like, bro, you ain't said nothing but a word. I'm gonna go knock it down. But some people out there might, find every excuse, every reason, not right now, can't right now. If you're very serious about this, go knock them 10 books down Hopefully you can do it before the bull run kicks in. But I really want y'all to have that knowledge so that way when this bull run comes, you have, you understand all the different strategies that are out there, all the different ways you could play this, and you're able to, customize the strategy to your liking and take advantage of it when the bull run comes, y'all. I want my community to really be eating good, off of this next bull run. Obviously we're long term as well, but I really want y'all to eat good during this next run. So let's see. Nunya says like Vegas Inu all in, very serious. Let's go. Ladanya says very serious. Krim says, been watching you for a few years. Appreciate all you do. I lived 2 years off last bull run cycle. This is what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to Krim in the building, man. Krim de la Krim. Y'all, I don't know if this is male or female. I'll just assume it is male, I would say, because it looks like a guy in the avatar. But look what he said, y'all. Been watching you for a few years. Appreciate all you do. I've lived 2 years off the last bull run cycle. Y'all, this is what it's about. Even if you don't make millions, you could still make life-changing money. You could still make enough money to be able to carry yourself forward while you don't have to work for anyone else. You don't have to do it like me. I work for myself. I can't even tell you the last time I worked for somebody, unless it was for my own business. Working for somebody else, if you learn this skill, you don't have to work for anybody else because you learn how to, and it's not just, cryptocurrency investing. This is why I said 10 books on investing. Learn about, stocks, learn about, whatever, options trading, futures, learn about it all, get a basic understanding of it all. I'm not saying you have to do it all, but just understand what it all is. So that way you understand all the different options that you have to be able to just basically pull money out of thin air with knowledge. With the right knowledge, you can pull money out of thin air, y'all. Just with some knowledge and a little, obviously a little leverage, a little skin in the game. But, you can start small and work your way up to really making some real money to the point where you can live, and I'm not saying it's going to be generational wealth, but you'll be able to live the next, 5-6 years, or even if it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, you'll be able to afford your lifestyle for the next few years because of the knowledge that you learned during this time right here. Get it now. Go hard in the gym. I like to call, when we're studying, when we're getting this knowledge, that's our version of the gym for, this crypto investing. Get it in. Don't sell yourself short. Don't cheat yourself. You not doing it is only hurting you, because guess what? You're going to have to wait an entire another cycle to really see some real money during this next run. I really want y'all to make it through, y'all, because I could tell, we through all those that's locked in. We know what to do already. We already did it last one. We're just going to do it even bigger this one. But I want y'all that are new, y'all that, might have missed it last one, those that might have not, it didn't play it the way they wanted to. I want y'all to be informed this time so y'all are ready to get it in. So make sure y'all are buckled up, man. But shout out to Krim. Eyeball says very serious. Vegas Inu. Shout out to Eyeball. AEL says lost my retirement to cancer, so can't get more serious than this. Okay. Everybody has their why. Think about your why. But sending out prayers to you. B Will says all money is going away till 2025. 8 books to go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to B Will. I really love to see people get educated, because once you had that mindset shift, and if you finally have that aha moment or that epiphany, and it all clicks for you, and you start to see these different concepts, and you start to see the markets in ways you didn't see before, it's so empowering. It's like you go from this feeling of like just basically, why didn't I do this sooner? And as many people as I can help, push across that line, the better, man. Shout out to B Will, one of the channel members. And as you can see, what the channel members, people taking it serious, people really holding it down. DV says the law of success in 16 lessons by Napoleon Hill. Okay, that sounds like a good one. I definitely rock with Napoleon Hill. Flamingo says those dips saved me on my beginner journey, and I was able to get the funds sitting right. That's what's up. Look, another channel member. Those that usually go above and beyond are the ones that, really, put this stuff into effect, and they get rewarded, y'all. Those stories that you hear of people that, made, $500,000, million, 2 million, 3 million, 5, 10. This is what they were doing. This is what they were doing. They were taking it very seriously. And, you hearing of their story. Some of y'all will be a part of that. Those that are taking the right steps, those that are really, this ain't financial advice, so I got to be careful with how I'm saying it. But those that are, listening to some of the things I'm saying, y'all will be rewarded. You'll see. DV said Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, that's one of the favorites. DV says The Secret by Rhonda. That's another banger. DV says invest in yourself first and learn technical on your interests. If this is going to be your interest, then read them. No matter, read what helps yourself overall. Facts. If you could binge watch a Netflix series or, spend a weekend watching movies or something, you could do the same thing with books. Just get it in. It does not hurt you. It's only going to help you. Crypto Shay says, this is my investment book, the Bible, and here's my investment scripture. Commands the blessing on you and your storehouses and all to which you set your hand. Deuteronomy 28:8. Shout out to Shady. Snubnose says, LFG, let's get it, bro. Salute. DV says, The Automatic Millionaire by David B. It Works by RHJ. VE says, screenshot those, David, thanks. Quintessential says, please hit the like button, family. It's free 99. LFG. Shout out to Quintessential. Make sure y'all run those lights up. B Will says, in the gym every day. You cryptos are us. Miles G. Crypto. Shout out to them. DV says, Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. That sounds like a banger. B Will says, Crypto Life for all the big dogs. Shady says, I've been following December's wisdom for years and mixing it in with obedience to Jesus, who brings the success. Love Vibe says, amen. VE says, Crypto Shady, I'm listening. DV says, I'll let DD recommend technical books. I'll mention books that changes you on the inside and causes the technical to explode even better. Essence says, I like Napoleon Hill also. When the Central said peace. So yeah, there's a lot of books, y'all. I done read so many books that I noticed it's not about, exactly which books. You want to take in as much information as possible, because I think, most of the books I read were good books because it's something that I didn't know before that I learned through reading the book. So it's not, I don't have one book that I would just say is a bad book. If it was a serious book that I, purchased with intent. So, just dive in, technical analysis for dummies, the For Dummies collection books. You can find anything. Just Google whatever topic that you're, looking to learn, or looking up on Amazon, or go to Barnes and Nobles, take a look through the investment section and see what they already have there. That's what I first did. My first, 10 books on investing. I just went to Barnes and Nobles and just went to an investing section and just snatched up 10 different books. Knocked those down, and then just kept going from there. But those first initial books opened up my mind, and they made everything so clear for me, where I could just charge forward with, everything. And it was, it's been a hell of a ride, man. And I'm so grateful that I took the time to, do that. B. Will says, I've been trying to get my friends in for 2 years. If we would just divide and conquer, we would have 30 cryptos going. We would have called Bonk, Solana. I'll take my solo profits, though, I guess. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do it, to make people believers. And like I said, most people have to go through 2 cycles before they can, that means they have to go not in their second cycle. They have to go through 2 cycles. So that means until their 3rd cycle, that's when they really start to see, the success. So, unless you speed up your learning curve. But those that, those that take the time that it usually takes to go through making those mistakes, bumping your head a few times, scraping your knees and elbows, eventually, you'll get it, and you'll start to realize what you should do. But for those that can learn from others, that's the cheat code, y'all. Go get those books. But Magic of Thinking, Big by Dr. David J. Schwartz. Reading is Fundamental. Thanks. See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar. I rock with Zig Ziglar. Leaders are readers. I am at rest in my investment journey. It's been a fun journey. And that's important too. It's important to, take a moment, smell the flowers. You don't have to go gung-ho, straight rhino mode all the time. Even the rhino takes, a rest when it does. Sometimes you have to take a break in order to keep going, and, to keep your, your mental right, and everything right within yourself. So that way you can continue to think clearly and make the best decisions. So let's see what else we got here. So yeah, y'all, Vegas Inu token, y'all. We got some Billboards on the way. Y'all will be seeing very soon. We got some people from the community that will be, documenting things for us as well out there in New York. So shout out to our community out there on the East Coast. But take a look right now. Vegas Inu token at 8318, down 68%, y'all. This is an opportunity to be able to buy the dip, especially for those that are very confident. This is basically the biggest discount that there's been, essentially since the project broke above this level. So if you understand dollar cost averaging, and this ain't financial advice, I ain't telling you to buy, sell, hold, transfer, burn, none of that. I'm just, analyzing it. If you see, the price pulling back and you getting a better discount than there's ever been before, you got to connect the dots, man. Think about it. We're building a solid community project leading up into the bull run. There's going to be so many new people that come into cryptocurrency during this next run. It's not even going to be funny. They're going to want to find crypto communities to be a part of. What we're building here already at Vegas Inu Token is a culture that's, welcoming, beginner friendly for people that are just stepping into the space, and also something fun and open. So that way people, can, do exciting things, do community generated efforts. We got our Vic studios with members of the communities dropping tracks. We're gonna have the first meme tape in crypto history. Who else is dropping a entire meme tape? We're letting the community have fun with the project, and that's what people are going to want to see when they come to something when they enter during the bull run, especially those brand new people that come in for the first time. They're going to say, where's the fun at? And you got to think about it like this too. Not everybody that comes into crypto is brand new to investing. Most people that come into crypto, end up coming from stocks. So once people, have some time around the block with stocks, they realize they could take some of those strategies, implement them in the crypto space as well. They're going to come in looking for fundamentally good crypto projects. Fundamentally, Vegas Inu token is one of those projects. So, do the math. But let's see. Also, we got a TikTok competition coming up with Vegas Inu token. Also, all buy contest people, all the giveaway winners. I will be getting y'all together, briefly. Like I told y'all, we just had something we had to, take a moment for. But, everything is, back to schedule program, and all winners will be, paid out. So nobody has to worry about that. And, we got some big things on the horizon, man. You just got to have that foresight. You got to have the ability to be one of those people. When people say, how did he know, or how does she know to buy this token called Vegas Inu token? Where did you even hear about it first? How did you know to buy that much of it? What made you continue to hold it when the price was going down? How did you know how to navigate like that? Those are the people, man. That's what we call high rollers, man, because we roll it high, man. Let's see. We got 448 holders right now, shaking some of those weak hands loose, which is perfectly fine. Volatility on this project supports it. The tokenomics was set up for this project perfectly. Sometimes, like there's a saying, know what you hold. You got to understand the tokenomics to Vegas Inu token, y'all. Think about it. 7% marketing, 3% towards liquidity, 2% reflections to all holders. So those that are truly long-term holders, those that truly believe in the project, guess what? They get rewarded every time there's a transaction. Every time someone buys or sells, holders that have a bag receive 2% of those reflections split between all the holders, y'all. Super, super bullish. So giving an incentive to those diamond-handed holders. How many times have you held a project and haven't received anything for holding it? You just had to hold it for an undetermined amount of time and just hope for the best. Not with Vegas Inu token. With Vegas Inu token, your balance continues to increase no matter what happens. No matter if the price goes up, no matter if the price goes down, no matter if somebody buys, sells, whatever, your balance of tokens continues to increase. And that's a super cool feature that we added to the project. And then 3% on liquidity. Every single transaction that takes place is building up the strength of the project, making it more healthy, making the project be able to absorb some of those buys and sales with without heavily affecting the chart. Now, of course, there's going to be some volatility in the chart. You're going to see some green, going to see some red. That's all a part of it. But, when you got a strong liquidity, it keeps, if somebody sells $500 out of the project from the project looking like it tanked all the way to the ground. And then 7% for marketing. That allows us to create brand awareness opportunities, to do advertising, to have the opportunity to get billboards in Times Square, to be able to get billboards here in Las Vegas. All that is marketing. And when a project doesn't have that, it's harder, or the community has to pull together funds in order to do that. But because we have that already going on from the development side of the project, the community can come together and do things like community burn parties. Take a look at this. I haven't even went through every single message, but I've seen enough of it to see that the community was burning. Take a look at the supply right here, y'all. This is community working together. When you see a community that's willing to roll up their sleeves and truly willing to put that work in, y'all, you have to work for your bags as well. You have to spread the word about your bags. You have to tell a neighbor to tell a neighbor to tell a neighbor about your bags. You have to continue to dollar cost average. You have to continue to, find ways to be resourceful to get the word out about the project. You got to continue to engage with the community. You got to continue to post on social media. You got to continue to work for your bag. Those who work for their bags, they usually are rewarded. And those who are, working the most hardest, those are some of the most bullish people. And the people who are truly, truly bullish, their actions show it. Their bags show it. And they get rewarded for that, y'all. That's just simply how it goes. You got to remember, at one point in time, Shiba Inu was a brand new project where a lot of people didn't know about it. See how we're sitting at 448 holders? Do you know one day Shiba Inu was at 400 and less than 450 holders as well? Now, I'm not saying we're just Shiba Inu, but even if we can do, a fraction or half of the success of Shiba Inu, that would still be excellent, especially being involved in the project this early on. So 988.98 billion tokens left, y'all. This is what we mean. We are hyper deflationary. Not only do we have these cool tokenomics where 2% go to holders, 7% goes towards marketing so we can, bring more awareness to the project market and get advertisements for the project and collaborations for the project. But not only is a strong liquidity being built, but also the burn function is removing tokens from the circulating supply. So every time there's a transaction, there's tokens also going directly to the burn wallet, y'all. The burn wallet is probably like, let's see, the burn wallet is the third largest holder, y'all. The burn wallet is the third largest holder. Absolutely bonkers when you think about it, y'all. Think about it. As the project gains more and more transactions, more volume, there's going to be more and more tokens sucked out of circulation, gone forever, making the tokens that you hold on to even more valuable. Y'all, this is the beginning, y'all. So let's see. 3.6K in volume in the last 24 hours. So we definitely got to get that volume up. But as the project, continues to, get stronger, as we get closer and closer to that bull market, people are going to want to find a project. Think about this, y'all. There's a lot of people in the space that are looking for a project that they can feel confident in. There's people in the space that want a project that they can feel safe leaving their money in. Most people cannot sleep well knowing that their money is left in this project. Think about it with Vegas Inu token. How many people have to worry or don't even have to worry, about will this project be rug pulled? Like, yeah, there's going to be some people who sell. There's going to be some selling taking place. But long as you are, confident in what you hold and you're long term and you're, making wise investment decisions and also not putting yourself in a tight position, you'll be fine with this project. Not financial advice, just saying. You got to be confident. You got to know what you hold so that way you can be in the forefront of those who are successful. When this bull run comes, people see, fundamentally, people from stocks come over and they say, we need to find a project that has strong fundamentals, a good community, a good development team behind it, somewhere we can feel safe parking our money. Guess what? Vegas Inu token is going to be looking like the lucky project. It's going to be looking like a good project to go to, especially seeing the strong community we have, especially once they see how organic we built up. This is what people want. They want organic projects to be a part of. It's no rush. The more you rush things, the more pump and dumpish it is. You can have that initial pump in the beginning and it all be over with, or you can gradually build towards something much bigger. And especially with Vegas Inu, all the potential utilities that we have for this project is just super, super dope, especially with us having boots on the ground here in Las Vegas. So all information for Vegas Inu token will be in the description section of this video. Make sure y'all check that out. Let's see what else we got. Shibarium project launch etiquette guidelines for a positive and respectful environment for future projects for Discord and Telegram. No toxicity. Keep discussions positive and constructive. Avoid spreading negativity and engaging in toxic behavior. Support shibArmy, encourage and support fellow Shibazins, share insights and information that benefit the community, avoid misinformation, fact check before sharing information, help maintain accurate and reliable discussions, no cloning of assets names, respect the uniqueness of Shibarium assets, avoid creating confusion by not cloning asset names. So this is kind of crazy right here. Obviously, they have some guidelines to make sure things operate efficiently and, for the best, but to tell people that they can't make similar names, that's going to be, I wonder how they're going to, stay on top of that. And how do they decipher on which one is the, original, or because what if someone just goes through making a ton of different projects with, just BS names in front of it, basically preventing anyone from using any of those names in the future, so I'm curious on how that would actually pan out. But be original, contribute original content and ideas, avoid plagiarism, and respect intellectual property. Respect others, treat fellow community members with respect, value diverse opinions and perspectives, positive engagement, engage in discussions with a positive mindset, foster a welcoming environment for new members. 10, mutual respect. Respect the rules and guidelines set by the community. Understand that respect is earned through positive contributions. Remember, by adhering to these guidelines, you contribute to a welcoming and thriving Shibarium community. So here's a screenshot if y'all want to take a little close look at what they have to say in there from the Telegram or the Discord. I'm not sure which one it is. But let's see what people are saying about it. Wolf, someone else, Yakub says Satoshi must make changes on Shibarium and take fees like 0.002% on amount of each transaction, not the number of transactions. It will make big difference. Users will be happy because in the end, Shiba price will be up. Hold on. My bad, y'all. But excited to see, people pushing forward, people starting to understand Shibarium. We had to get through the rough part. We had to get through all the unhappy people, all the people who were mad and, skip this, I'm out. A lot of people are going to bounce paper hand out of their positions. And once they start to see Shibarium, coming around, once they start to see more celebrities opening up the door for usage on Shibarium like Manny Pacquiao did, we're going to see a lot of these people return back to Shiba Inu, happy campers, and wishing that they would have just stayed down for the come up. Remember, people have to go through multiple cycles in order to reach that financial freedom in the markets. So when you see people fudding, just let step to the side, let them go past with their FUD. Don't allow it to affect you in a way where you're about to trick yourself out of your position, especially with something that we got here like Vegas Inu token, man. You'll be crazy. It's so early. It's so early. And what we have in front of us with the community that we have in front of us, community like this cannot be stopped. This reminds me of early Shiba Inu days, y'all. If you didn't see early Shiba Inu days, this is what it felt like. This is what it looked like. The community just kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing, and all the doors were opened up for Shiba Inu, y'all. Shout out to A1 says, my wife and son are out in New York. Gonna send them to take pictures. Shout out to A1. Shady says, you know, one thing I learned is to control my emotions in the red and the green. I think if you get a hold of your emotions, you have won the battle now. I chose to excited when I see red. That's the way to be. That's the way to be. Bro said a very important thing. Learning to control your emotions, it helps you because guess what? They know how to rattle your emotions. When they cause all that red on the chart, guess what? They know when people see a big red candle or they see a couple red candles consecutively, it's going to make people nervous. It's going to get people antsy. It's going to make people uncertain, doubtful, or afraid. They know that. But when you control your emotions and you recognize what's happening and how they've been playing everybody and pulling everybody along, you start to make better decisions, and they can't get you like that anymore. Then, like Shady said, he starts to get excited when he sees red because he knows that's an opportunity to take advantage. You have to take advantage of those red opportunities. When you see the price low, take advantage. DV says Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. A1 says gotta buy in the red to make the bottom line green. DV says the game will work. How to enjoy work as much as play by Charles A. Coonraft. And Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. DV says The Go Getter by Peter. DV, you're gonna have to send me a list of these. You dropping some bangers, man. Like some of these I want to add to the list. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. VE says just got a Audible account, David. These are perfect. Acres of Diamonds by Russell Conwell. Awesome venture. Shout out to Sandra B in the building. DV says The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. If you want things in your life to change, you have to change the things in your life. If you continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you've always got. That's facts. Shout out to Sandra B says Vic pre-sale hodl Vegas Inu token. Diamond Hand in the building. Milltown B-Boy says DeMarco knows what I know. Salute. Shout out to everybody, man. So yeah, it doesn't look like anything to be worried about right now in the markets. We can take an overall look at let's see what Shiba Inu has in the news. I'm just gonna go over a few titles. So Shiba Inu Whales inspire ambitious sheep price surge. Here's how much sheep you need to hold to hit 1 million, 3 million, or 20 million. Shiba Inu Bulls optimism for 0.001. Sheep price intensifies as shibArmy sees crazy momentum. Y'all just connect the dots, man. Manny Pacquiao, Shiba Inu, Bull Run, Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin ETF, Vegas Inu token. Connect the dots, man. Connect the dots. Let's see. Bitcoin SEC leak reveals sudden 17.7 trillion Bitcoin ETF update, sparking crypto price rally. Bitcoin ETF approval nearing, but brace for more setbacks. SEC delays decision on Hashdex Bitcoin spot ETF application. Grayscale Ether futures. Bitcoin price bounces back to an 18-month high. Bitcoin averts sell-off after stopgap bill avoids government shutdown. Analysis says, y'all, Bitcoin up 120% since El Salvador became first nation to buy 1 Bitcoin a day. Shout out to El Salvador being brave, controlling their emotions. This will pay off from a country like this. You can essentially see a country like this go from wherever they were on the list of top countries, financially to, really taking off when this next bull run comes because they had the confidence in knowing what they held. Sometimes the underdog or the little guy can become the big guy because, that confidence, holding when others are afraid to, buying more when others are afraid to. But y'all, we gonna wrap this one up. Shout out to Crypto Shady says, you are such a legend, December. I came to this channel broken, hurt, and beaten by life. You helped me so much in the financial realm, man. Salute to Crypto Shady, man. I'm glad to be able to help you and all those that are rocking with me, man. That's what it's about, man. I can't wait to meet each and every one of y'all, whether we do something with the Vegas Inu token community here in Las Vegas, where everybody comes out and we all just, fellowship, learn together, possibly get some more money together, whatever, just, enjoy life together, man. That's what it's about. So shout out to everybody. Milltown B-Boy says the Holy Bible by God. Crypto Shady says, yeah, Milltown for real, the best investment book. Love Vibe says, Vit is lit. Let's go, high rollers. Shout out to A1. DV says, best translation of scripture I found is the concordant one version of the Old Testament and concordant literal New Testament. Salute, salute. Quintessential says, December, I was trying to swap BNB for VIT on the website and it's not showing my max amount of BNB. Try to refresh your cookies, refresh your history, all that, clear everything out and try to go to it again. And if that doesn't work, then just go to pancakeswap. Shout out to Crypto Shady. He said, let's go. Jesus, glory to his name, man. Salute to everybody for pulling up again. Shout out to the entire DD Nation, man. I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me over these years. Whether you've been, rocking with me for years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds, man, I appreciate y'all. And I just want y'all to truly know that. Shout out to the high rollers. Shout out to the shibArmy. Shout out to the voteArmy. Shout out to all the other armies that are a part of our YouTube family here, man. Quintessential said, thanks. Flamingo said, thank you for the live with all the fire knowledge. Good night to all. Be safe and keep it locked. Facts. Shout out to Essence said, salute to you, DD. Appreciate it. Milltown B-Boy says, top tier content, man. Salute, bro. Appreciate you for the support. Shout out to everybody for holding it down. And I really need y'all to all report to the Telegram. Let them know we ain't going nowhere. We only about to turn up. So I hope y'all are excited for what's to come. Keep the engagement high, in the Telegram. Keep rating, keep shilling, keep spreading the word about Vegas Inu token. Just keep the love and the energy high, y'all. We got a lot of things to accomplish with this project. Quintessential says, I'm grateful for this opportunity. DD, salute, man. DV says, the Father is God, and Jesus is Lord. Christ is the Savior of us all. Crypto Shady said, DD, the GOAT, man. Y'all the GOAT, man. Our community is the GOAT. It's the greatest YouTube community of all time, man. Shout out to all y'all. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Again, make sure y'all all report to the Telegram. We will have a TikTok competition coming soon as well. And also, just stay tuned, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.